Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to continue our study of the right triangle. We need to bring our knowledge of what a right triangle is to the table. It's a triangle with a 90-degree angle, as symbolized by this box here. In addition to knowing what a right triangle is, we have to know what the altitude is. The altitude is the height of a triangle. And the altitude that we're concerning ourselves with is when it is drawn from the right angle vertex to the hypotenuse. When this occurs, we get three right triangles, the original big one, a medium-sized one that you see here on the left, and a small one that you see here on the right. So we want to bring this previous knowledge to the situation, and let's use it to do a couple more problems from your worksheet. Here, ladies and gentlemen, we have if EG equals 14 and FG equals 8, what is GH? Let's remember that to work the steps on these, we need to draw three right triangles. The one large one turned so that it is situated with the right angle in the lower left-hand corner. The medium triangle drawn the same way. And the little triangle drawn the same way. Again, how do we do this? We just draw three right triangles, just like this. You do this with all these problems. If you can do these steps, you can answer these questions. We want to label up each vertex of the three triangles below. Start with the big one. That right angle is F. The right angle for the medium and the small one is H and H, respectively. Okay. Now, finishing the big triangle, we've got F. We've always situated these so that the smallest side is on the bottom. So the smallest side for the big triangle is FG. And this vertex would be E. The smallest side for the medium triangle is always going to be the altitude itself. So it would be HF. And there would be E. Meanwhile, for the smallest triangle's shortest side is never the altitude itself. So we don't want HF, we want HG down there and the F up there. Okay, so that's how we get that set up. One last bit of setup would be to include the lengths as given. So we've got EG equals 14. And FG equals 8. And GH, well, we don't know GH, but we'll call that unknown length X right there. And let's see if there's another GH somewhere. I'm not seeing another GH unless I've missed it. So the smallest side. Okay, so FG, there's a second FG right here. And it is 8. Okay. I forgot that one a moment ago. Now, what we do, step 2, set up the proportions with the corresponding sides, right? Corresponding sides are sides that are matching. And in similar triangles, the corresponding sides are proportional. Proportions, remember, are fractions that are equal. So we take the hypotenuse from this one. And put it over 8. That's 14 over 8. Well, you know what? I've sort of jumped the gun there. I think we'll save that for step 3, which is substituting. Let's go ahead. Excuse me. The phone's gone off. I forgot to turn the ringer off. I'll do that now. All right. As I was saying, we'll set up the proportion with the corresponding side. So the hypotenuse EG over the hypotenuse FG equals the shortest leg FG over HG. So there's step 2, setting up the proportion with the corresponding sides. Hypotenuse over hypotenuse, shortest leg over shortest leg. Now we could substitute. And we've got 14 over 8. And 8 over x. Okay, 14 over 8 equals 8 over x. The last step would be to cross multiply and solve. So 14 times x would be 14x. And 8 times 8 equals 64. Okay, then we would divide both sides by 14, and we would get x equals 64 divided by 14, and we'll round that to the nearest hundredths place. You can divide 64 by 14 using your Google calculator, your FSA calculator, excuse me, on Google Classroom. All right, let's take a look at this other example for today, and then you guys will have time to get into your IXL examples. Let's see. We've got a big right triangle to draw, a medium right triangle to draw, and a small one. There's your big guy. There's your medium guy. Okay. T is the right angle for the big triangle. V, the right angle for the medium and the small. The shortest side of the big triangle is TU, with the third vertex being S. VT is the shortest side of the medium triangle. Remember, the altitude is always the shortest side of the medium triangle, and S would be the remaining vertex. VU is the shortest side of the littlest triangle. For the little triangle, the altitude will never be the shortest side, so we wouldn't want to write VT at the bottom, but right here, VT. Let's go ahead and substitute the known values. SU equals 14. Put that in here. TU equals 9. There's TU right down here. And we want to know, what is the length of UV? Well, UV is right here, and we'll call that missing side X. Step 1 is done. Set up the 3 triangles, big, medium, and small. Step 2, set up a proportion using the corresponding sides. So it's going to be hypotenuse SU over hypotenuse TU, and short side TU over short side VU. Substituting for SU, we have 14. And substituting for TU, we have 9. Substituting for TU, we have 9. And substituting for VU, we have X. Step 4, cross multiply and solve. So we have 14X is equal to 81. And when you divide 81 by 14, you'll know the value of X, and you'll round it to the hundreds place. So there, ladies and gentlemen, are 2 more examples worked out for you step by step to help you practice on IXL. I want to get on that now. Good luck.